All right, Jordan, appreciate it. Well, the Henry Clay Memorial Foundation is inviting you to experience Black history at Ashland, the Henry Clay Estate. Now, this is an amazing and educational and artistic experience for next weekend. And here to talk with us more about it is Jim Clark. He's the executive director at Ashland Henry Clay Estate. Jim, good to see you, sir.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So, this programming, you all have been working on this for some time, and there's been a lot of buzz about it. We're very excited to roll it out. Kind of give us the big snapshot of what our viewers are in store for.
Well, and this is actually makes sense that it evolved out of our Traces Slavery at Ashland tour, and people wanted to know more about the enslaved at Ashland.
Yes.
And how that, you know, frames within Henry Clay's life as a politician, but also as a farmer.
Yes.
So he was involved in slavery politically and personally. So it makes sense that we explore this because Black history is American history.
Absolutely.
It frames that period of time and reveals a very complex environment in which Clay was operating, but also what we want to do is really focus in on the enslaved and the resilience that they had, the
Yes.
resistance that they had, we're bringing together a lot of people that are going to tell this story from many perspectives.
Yeah, I saw your roster of speakers, and it's very impressive. How important was this to your foundation to have these conversations? Sometimes these are tough conversations to have, as history often is.
Yes.
But this is our mission, isn't it?
Yes, it's difficult history, but it's history. And it's also, I think, what makes it, the complexity is what makes it interesting.
Yes.
And that's what a lot of these scholars that we're working with and interpreters are revealing, all these different aspects. And we're also including genealogists who will be working with people because people want to know their family lineage and how it's connected. And one of the things that we're hoping to do is to identify a descendant community of those people that are view that their family has connections to Ashland. And that, you know, we've done that on the Clay family with the white ancestors, but we're developing this with those that are tied to the Clay family and have the connections through enslaved people.
So important. I understand this event's free for the public, and
Yes.
we have some individuals, organizations perhaps to thank for this.
Yes, the Bluegrass Community Foundation, and also we're doing this in partnership with UK's Community Engagement Office.
Oh, very
so
good.
we couldn't have done it without them, and as well as with our African American Advisory Council that has been working hard to bring all this together. So, you know, we're bringing people in from Charleston and New York, but we're also relying on people locally that are engaged in this and that can really flesh this out for us.
Very good. Well, this is something for everyone, and let's get some wheres and whens
Yes.
going and how our viewers can plan their opportunity to come out and see you.
So Friday evening at 5:30, we're having Meet the Authors.
Okay.
So we have Dr. Elistine Turley and Dr. Vanessa Holden, who are both Kentucky authors.
Both wonderful, yes.
And but we're also featuring Joe McGill, and he's one of our featured attractions. He has the Slave Dwelling Project, so he will be talking about his new book that explains the way in which he has worked at many different plantations to reveal sort of the life and culture of the enslaved.
Very good. Website for folks to learn more, to plan to come out to see.
We have the full itinerary at henryclay.org under upcoming events.
Very good. Well, Jim, we appreciate you and your team so much. When I moved here 23 years ago, Ashland Henry Clay Estate was one of my first stops, and every time I come back, I learn something new. So it's a great experience there. A treasure for the city, too. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
We're back in just a second. Stick around, please.